The hardest thing is watching somebody that you love suffer.
Kelly, you know I love you more than anything in the world. Fuck up, you're not married.
Imagine celebrating the happiest moment of your life, saying yes to the love of your life, while your dad, your hero, your best friend watches with tears in his eyes. Now imagine losing him forever just days later. That's the devastating reality Kelly Osbourne is living right now. 3 days after the death of legendary rocker Ozzy Osbourne, Kelly finally broke her silence, and what she revealed left fans heartbroken. Kelly and Ozzy's relationship had always been unique. Unlike some of Ozzy's other children who preferred privacy, Kelly grew up in the spotlight with him. From the Osbournes' reality show in the early 2000s to joint music projects, she was never far from his side. Their bond only deepened in his later years. When Ozzy revealed his Parkinson's diagnosis, Kelly was one of the first to publicly defend him. She stood by him through hospitalizations, canceled tours, and brutal online rumors about his health. Insiders say she was his rock during those last months, the one who organized family visits, shielded him from media chaos, and kept his spirits high. In interviews, Ozzy often called her "my baby" and credited her with keeping him grounded. Ozzy Osbourne's last live performance came on July 5, 2025. It was a farewell show in Birmingham titled "Back to the Beginning," a name that almost felt prophetic. Sitting on a throne due to his failing mobility, the man once known as the Prince of Darkness still managed to electrify the crowd. His voice wasn't what it used to be. His body showed the scars of decades of chaos and illness. But his presence, that unshakable charisma, was still undeniable. Fans in the crowd described the energy as bittersweet. They knew this was goodbye. Social media clips from the show quickly went viral, not just because of the performance, but because of what happened backstage afterward, something no one realized would soon take on a haunting significance. Minutes after stepping off stage, Kelly Osbourne's longtime partner Sid Wilson of Slipknot got down on one knee. The proposal happened in a quiet corner backstage, away from the flashing cameras but not far from Ozzy's watchful eyes. According to family friends, Ozzy broke down crying, not from sadness but pure joy. In an interview just weeks before, Kelly admitted she wasn't sure her father would live to see her engaged. And now, against all odds, he did. "It was the happiest I'd seen him in years," a family friend allegedly texted to tabloids, a text that's since circulated among fan forums. But no one could have predicted how short-lived that happiness would be, because just 17 days later, everything changed. On July 20th, 2 days before his death, Kelly posted a short video to Instagram. In it, Ozzy sits at the breakfast table with his grandson, Sydney, smiling faintly. Kelly's voice can be heard off camera, gently teasing him. "Is that me?" The baby coos, Ozzy chuckles, and Kelly cheerfully says, "Good morning." At the time, it felt like nothing more than a sweet, mundane family moment. But in the aftermath of his passing, that clip became almost unbearable to watch. Fans flooded the comments with messages like, "I can't believe this was his last video alive." It was a glimpse into Ozzy's quiet life off stage, a life most fans never got to see. Then came July 24th. 3 days after Ozzy's death, Kelly finally broke her silence. Through her verified Instagram account, she posted a tribute that stopped fans in their tracks. Instead of a long caption, she quoted a single lyric, one she and Ozzy had famously sung together back in 2003 when they recorded their father-daughter duet of Changes. "I feel unhappy. I am so sad. I lost the best friend I ever had." The lyric said everything she couldn't put into words. It wasn't just about losing a parent. It was about losing her best friend, someone who'd been there for every high and every low. The duet had always been emotional for fans, but now it feels prophetic. Back then, it was a tender cover of a 1972 Black Sabbath classic. Now it's become Kelly's farewell to the man who raised her, protected her, and loved her unconditionally. Just days later, Kelly posted again. This time it was a clip from Jack and Ozzy's World Detour, a reality series she occasionally appeared on with her brother and father. The video showed Ozzy laughing, singing, and dancing along to George Ezra's Paradise. Kelly captioned it simply, "One of the best Ozzy moments ever." Fans instantly understood why. In that moment, Ozzy wasn't the rock icon. He wasn't the MTV reality star. He was just a dad singing along to pop music in the car, carefree and goofy, the way every fan hoped he was in real life. Comments poured in from across the world. Thank you for sharing this. This is how I want to remember him. Others admitted they couldn't watch without crying. For Kelly, the clip wasn't just a memory. It was proof that her father's happiest moments were spent with family, not fame. Ozzy never hid his struggles as a father. He spoke openly about the years lost to addiction, the guilt of being absent, and the damage fame inflicted on his family. But sobriety gave him a second chance, and Kelly became the bridge that repaired much of what had been broken. In his final interviews, Ozzy said the thing he was most proud of wasn't his music. It was his family. That's why Kelly's grief cut so deep. She didn't just lose her dad. She lost the proof that redemption is real, that love can survive chaos, and that family can heal even the deepest wounds. Now, Kelly faces the impossible task of moving forward, planning her wedding without the man who was supposed to walk her down the aisle, raising her son without the grandfather who adored him, and learning to live with the silence left behind by her best friend. But through her tributes, her memories, and that haunting duet of changes, Ozzy's presence lingers. In every lyric, every home video, every laugh caught on camera, his spirit lives on. For fans, Kelly's words serve as a reminder. Behind the rock legend was a father who loved deeply, and behind the public mourning is a daughter navigating unimaginable loss. And maybe, in some way, that's the greatest legacy Ozzy could leave behind. Not just the music, but the love.